What is going on, Playboi Carti fans and Araujo supporters alike? Today we are going to be listening to another one of Playboi Carti's leaks. This is going to be a review / reaction of Red on Red, which is another leak that has been recommended to me by a whole lot of you guys. And you know what? I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad you guys are here watching the video, and I really hope you enjoy this as much as I hope to enjoy this song. You know, it always sucks listening to songs that I don't really like that much, so I'm hoping to really enjoy this. I'm expecting quality. I'm expecting a really wavy delivery, a really wavy track with awesome production from Playboi Carti. As usual, you all know how these videos work. I have made a bunch of them, and so you know what? I'm not going to waste your time. Support the channel, support the Patreon, follow me on my social media. Let's get into it. This is Red on Red. You get those keys, bro? They almost sound like an R&B Rhodes key. You know, if you listen to "Say It" by Tory Lanez, it almost sounds like the same keys that they used for that track. Very R&B, very soulful, almost gospel-ish as well, like that the skeleton synths that I mentioned in that last video. I'm also really enjoying that. It's also another style of synth or key that we really don't hear on Playboi Carti tracks. A lot of times we hear the Pierre-born synths that sound like almost like an accordion. You know, they're a little harsher, they're a little more higher pitched. These ones have a little bit more depth and soul to them, I feel. So this is an interesting new direction with some of these later leaks that we're hearing. And they definitely sound like maybe the project itself, Whole Lotta Red, is going to have this different production direction. It's not vastly different, but it's different enough to keep us interested and see a little bit of evolution or progression. It's really dope. I'm loving the percussion. Very subtle 808.
Hermes make me tum up, round round beat with tum up, playing with your beat with tum up, bang the beat with tum up, cause I got shit with tum up. You just gon' find it out. And I'm rhyming out. I mean, big what you talking about?
These melodies are very similar to Young Thug's style. I love the keys, bro, and the little melody that goes on, the lead, is really great as well.
I mean, young OG beat, yo. Young nigga don't know me beat, yo. Only I stop petty beat, I ain't pay for shit.
He's flexing, bro. That's so catchy.
We spin rest,
I'm trying to think of like a feature that would fit nicely on this. It's hard though. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like it probably just doesn't even need one. Cause like, who else would really fit on a beat like that? I think Lil Uzi is always a dope feature to have, you know, for Playboi Carti. But even for Lil Uzi, this beat isn't really normally what he raps over, you know. So it's tough. But I think Playboi Carti did fine on his own, really. Yeah, so you see, the two tracks that I heard today, right, Skeletons and Red on Red, anybody who's not really familiar with this style of music would probably say that they're in the same lane of music, although they aren't. They are both trap songs, but Playboi Carti's approach to both of these tracks was pretty different. You know, I feel like Red on Red was more melodic, whereas Skeletons was more of a rap track in terms of Playboi Carti's actual style. You could actually understand him, and his flow was nice, the diction was there, you know, his enunciation was good, whereas here, his voice is higher pitched, he's more melodic in his performance, you can understand less of what he's saying, but the emphasis is placed on more of the vibe, whereas on Skeletons, the emphasis was placed more on the lyrics a little bit, you know? There is a portion in the second verse on this track when he starts flexing a little bit, and his enunciation does get a little better so that we can understand what he's saying, but for the most part, this is more melodic in nature, whereas Skeletons was a little more focused on the lyrics and on also the vibe, but less on the melodies that he was singing. You know, this is more of a singing song, whereas that was more of a rapping track. And there's subtle differences, but when you listen to his music, you can start to differentiate, you know, between the different styles of tracks. I mentioned the different synths and the keys on this that I liked. The little melody that goes on in the background, the lead, excuse me, is really dope. Another track with minimalistic drums, although not so minimal as the last track. We got a little more production, percussive elements, you know, like a wood block, a different hi-hat as well. The 808 knocks a little bit more on this one, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I also think it's a very enjoyable track. I like how this one seems a little more finished than the last one. You know, we don't get this huge instrumental break. So that's why I was saying, like, I'm trying to think of a feature that might fit on here, but I don't feel like this one needs one as much as that last track does. Yeah, man, they're both very dope tracks. I like the different subtle differences between them, the two different approaches that Playboi Carti had for the two tracks. I think that was very interesting. And yeah, man, it's got me more excited for Whole Lotta Red. I feel like the quality of these leaks is getting better and better. Keep them coming. Keep recommending them to me in the comment section, and I'll keep listening to them. You know, hopefully he drops Whole Lotta Red sometime soon. But yeah, those are the videos for today. That's the Playboi Carti videos. Not of the week. There's probably more coming later on this week, like I said. Shout out to the Playboi Carti subreddit. I've been lurking there for a while now. I've seen all the posts that you guys put up on there. And shout out to you guys as well for supporting the channel. I know a lot of you guys watch these videos. I'll see y'all soon, guys. We've got more content coming out this week. I think Kanye is dropping an album supposedly at the end of this week. We'll see if that actually drops on time. Probably not. So yeah, whenever he does drop that, that'll be really fun. But I'll keep these videos coming as long as you guys want them. So let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace out, stay safe.